Welcome, friends, to Sigma Theory. That is a secret agent strategy game from Immanuel Studios and Goblinz Studios, French studios. And we're going to start the new story mode. Back when I tested this game first, it was in early access, but I couldn't try out the story mode back then because I only had early access, and it didn't really work out for me with a normal mode somehow. So we're gonna test it now and see how this works out. It's a really interesting game because you can pick your agents. There's a high level of detail, and it's a deceptively simple yet challenging concept. It's like a board game, but also not a board game. You'll see why. So what's gonna be our name? We're gonna spy for the United States of America. I don't know. Joe Kennedy or something like that, hey? We'll find it easier to persuade scientists to work for us. And we have a spouse. We could have a spouse. We can choose the spouse from any of the countries. No, please not. We could have a French spouse. I mean, it fits from the colors, right? Or we could have a Russian spouse. Alexei Bokachev. Let's see. We could have a Chinese spouse. So these are not only pictures, they all have special abilities too. I think we're going to go for the German one. That would be typical for a spy game, right? German spouse, Thea Lam. Director Kennedy. I am Susan Harris, and I ordered your recruitment. I'll be your superior for the next few months. You'll be directly accountable to me. Joe, as a specialist in both field operations and delicate diplomatic negotiations, your place is at the head of counter-espionage. But the American government has an even more important mission for you. Several days ago, the scientific community developed the Sigma Theory, a scientific method capable of producing rapid advances, the potential to throw the world into chaos. Within weeks, we'll see the emergence of new weapons with unimaginable destructive power, as well as tools that can influence the economy, society, energy, transport, and even the human mind. It's Elon Musk's brain chips. Our civilization will change beyond recognition. American leaders want to monopolize Sigma technologies. The country that controls Sigma will control the world. Your mission: discover these Sigma technologies with the best scientists at your side. Do what you must to gather a team of agents and use persuasion, diplomacy, and force to acquire the few scattered scientists able to work on these technologies. We currently have 2 in our own labs. Ronald Blackwell and the other one. Yeah, if I didn't click on them, we would actually know it now. We've given you a surveillance drone and a combat drone to assist in your field missions. You also have access to diplomatic support to conduct negotiations with the leaders of rival nations. I'm transferring you to our tactical operations so you can proceed with recruiting your team. So we can recruit a couple of people, like that guy, who's named .888888888. Yi Tao Kshu has lived 1,000 lives and 1,000 adventures. As you can see, everyone has a few traits. Seducer, loyal, stubborn, that will influence what you can do. Like, for example, seducers are very good at seducing people and getting the informations out of them, or recruiting them even. While these 2 values influence in general what you can do, or how good you can do it. And these traits give you special opportunities to do something. Aphrodite is also, of course, a seducer. High-profile master of disguise, so Can travel freely, even into countries where this agent is wanted. Few scientists can resist this agent's charms, and high profile. Agent's cover is higher profile than most and needs to be especially careful when moving between countries. And when you have like high strength here, then you can use force to take control of situations. As you see, you have a very, very high number of people. You also have these elite people. Elite agents are so expensive to hire that your superiors will only approve having one in your team. So we could have Shiva. And there are other elites. You can see them from that symbol here. The Maestro is also, of course, very nice. Look at him. It's crazy, yeah. Yeah, maybe we'll go for Espoir, so we can recruit one. She's just good at everything. Well-read and athletic, British in origin, Cassandra is a brilliantly practical philosopher who believes in goodness. With this mindset, she specialized as an international lawyer in the most hopeless cases, successfully acquitting the bloodiest dictators and the most violent warmongers. Bizarrely, it was also she who submitted the evidence to charge whom? I mean, we've recruited her. And now we can read the rest, you see? Bizarrely, it was also she who submitted the evidence to charge them in the first place. In her worldview, it is the forgiveness of society that mends the harm caused. In her tireless pursuit of punishment and forgiveness for human evil, she has surveyed many a dangerous terrain and developed unique coping skills. She would be a perfect agent if it weren't for her philosophical doctrine. She's an eel, which means she can abort operations easily, highly effective in unarmed combat, may refuse to carry out orders that deem too brutal. She's an elite, and she's honest, highly scrupulous, and less than effective at bribery. And she knows about these countries. Let's see. We have 3 others that we can recruit. Tiger. I've always liked him. He's a knife fighter, a survivor. Difficult to break, and he's also an eel, so that would be nice. Mystery. A weak-willed pacifist, methodical and loner. Less effective at coercing scientists to defect, methodical. Rigorous, excellent results. Does make for slower operations, though. Leak. He looks like Dwight, right? A hacker and pacifist. So we could have pacifists only, but there's really some problems about this. You need to be relatively flexible. So we'll take Liberty. She's also very brutal, reckless, arrogant, exfiltration expert, and a jinx. So she can kill people very well. Then we need someone who can seduce well. Either that guy will never resign, no matter how far they are pushed. And stubborn. Stubborn. Accustomed to working alone, this agent may not always obey your orders during exfiltrations. And we have Aphrodite, high-profile seducer. Master of disguise. How about her? She's a loner and knife fighter. She's arrogant. Yeah, I think we're gonna take 0.88888888. He's a seducer, so he's a male seducer. But that doesn't really matter much. Yi Xiaotu has lived 1,000 lives and 1,000 adventures. His stolen suitcase is full of triad cash their own casinos in Ningbo, posted a selfie of himself dancing on the British Prime Minister's desk. And when a tsunami is looming, he reaches for his surfboard. He lives every day as though it were his last, and it often very nearly is. He's capable of anything, whether you like it or not. It's gonna be fun. Liberty. We have Liberty right here. Let's read her too. Liberty's life has been defined by being a woman, an ardent patriot, passionate about the challenges of military life. She took the grueling test to enter the only elite special forces unit open to women, the 75th Rangers unit, where she got top marks but was unable to join the unit. Her physical prowess and determination drove her to compete in numerous inter-army competitions, but this exceptional soldier, embittered by her chain of command, imprisoned by her gender, now contents herself with being the most feared instructor for the world's greatest army. So now we get another seducer. Maybe we should get another rather dangerous guy or girl. Khalif, Jailbreaker, Omerta, Jinxo, Firearms Expert and Smuggler. What about Peace? She's a hacker, pacifist, ghost, clumsy. I don't know. Slavik, a bloodthirsty hacker. Remorseless killer. Hacker and hasty. How about Catch? Wow, he's weak-willed, but he's got a black belt. There's some really amazing individuals that they've thought up there. Maybe we're just gonna take Tiger. Oh, we wanted another seducer, right? No. A good seducer and fighter, that would be something. Let's find out if we have that somewhere. Oh, we have banker. Magician. He's also an elite. I knew it. How about her? She's a loner. She cannot do seduction. Mystery is also a loner. Green Crescent is a seducer. Aphrodite, Green Crescent. Green Crescent is actually pretty good at this. Ah, well. Ah, well. Yeah, let's take her. While she was born in northern Syria, the precocious East is naturalized Turk. A well-off family is used to the constant conflict of the Middle East, including the Syrian uprising in the 2010s. A pious, Alawite Muslim, her great beauty and social graces have made her a prominent figure in the Eastern courts. She's rarely received without great fanfare at any of the Saudi, Jordanian or Qatari palaces. Give me a good reason why I should work with you. Seduce and negotiate and high profile. What motivates her? Dirty work? No. I need someone to stop with the peace of God the conflicts of this world. Hair will thwart the conspiracy that plagues our nations together. Tell your superiors that I won't be joining you. Okay, okay. Recruitment failed. Maybe Aphrodite. Yeah, because of the people we have recruited, it's hard to recruit some other people. Or maybe we'll just take Tiger. An Englishman from noble lineage, Grey, probably of pseudonym, is a former scout. He was commissioned a lieutenant in the British Army, selected for the SAS, and after 2 tours left to spend 5 years in the French Foreign Legion. A skilled soldier, he specializes in survival in extreme environments, a topic in which he is a sought-after instructor and the author of numerous reference works. His favorite anecdote: after a covert operation gone wrong in Nigeria, he turned up weeks later in the north of Libya after passing through the hottest black sand desert on earth. Alone and on foot, to survive he had to eat his dog and dig tunnels 4 meters deep to find water. His collection of war stories have come at a cost, however. Tiger is a man who feels his advanced age, and lately has begun to fear that his best days are behind him. Let's proceed. So we got a seducer, firearms expert, a knife fighter, and a black belt pacifist. What could go wrong with this selection of never-do-goods? So we have to do some operations to find out things about the other nations. For this, we'll send our agents out. Like this, for example. So we'll send him over here, because he's good at the United Kingdom. Then we've got him. He's got Recon for the USA and for China, but also an arrest warrant in China, which is a problem. And we have Liberty. She's only good at Recon here. And we have Espoir, who is good in France, who is also good in Great Britain. We'll send her over to help him. And we'll send these 2 others to Germany. Oh, she must abandon their firearm in order to fast travel. No, no. And let's infiltrate. Make this a little bit slower then. Also have a surveillance drone. We'll also send here. The combat drone will stay here for now. And I'm not going to say we're going to win there. So, Director, this is our current progress with active projects. I've arrived at London. I await your orders. So, we have these people here. There's also other things we can do, as you can see here. We can advance in certain technologies with the help of our scientists that we recruit here. No one is unassigned for now. This is an overview about all of our people. Also, yeah, relationship with Thea is good. And that's the notifications, and yeah, this is the settings, of course. Let's return to the world map. We have arrived here in the United Kingdom. We could contact someone here. Diana Kirkpatrick, the diplomat. We don't know about her traits. Gender woman, preference man, that's what we know. No compromising files. We could definitely find out more about her. Investigate her. Then we've got this guy, and he can maybe start to locate scientists. End the turn. Current progress, and she's ignorant and compassionate. Gullible will believe your propositions are advantageous if you present them in the best possible light, and compassionate might take pity on you if you beg or ask them for help. More successful than any of us could ever hoped. So, come on. We should go for a meeting there, maybe. Can contact her and request a meeting. We can investigate more if we find some compromising files. I'll see if there's something we can use in this diplomat's past. He's still locating scientists, and they're still traveling. Progress is nice. The traits are actually verified now. Mission accomplished. I was able to infiltrate the research facility and gathered all the actionable intel I could find. 2 targets. Neurosciences and health. Thea. Joe, I heard you were assigned as head of the Sigma division. Please accept my congratulations, says Thea. Thank you, Thea. Your love and support get me through my missions. I'm touched, Joe. But don't go out of your way. We both know all about the dangerous game of politics. We're going to need to help each other. If I can count on you, you can count on me. Romantic relationship has improved by 5%. Who's that? The Council of States Director. Council of States is an influential group that is very interested in your Sigma research in the neurosciences field. In time, we believe Sigma will give us the power to control people's minds, and even entire countries. This power must not fall into the wrong hands. Hands that are not ours, for example. We want to work with you. Every time you make progress in our sector, we'll reward you with greater means to achieve your goals. We appreciate any advances, whether issuing from your own laboratories or acquired through less scrupulous means. I hope our collaboration is fruitful. That's what we say, eh? We'll try to locate a Sigma scientist. Yeah, let's see. We have these scientists, so... let's go for that. First scientist. He can maybe... investigate into that scientist. Let's end our turn. Ah, no. Still have something to do here, right? Liberty. She can try to locate scientists. That's hard for her. Rickon will increase its chance of success in subsequent missions. We have also an available target, Otto von Lösner. We're going to investigate him. She's not very good at this, but... and we have 88888. He could locate scientists. I think he'll be very good at that with his good intellect. End the turn. Otto von Lösner is formal and ignorant. We've met so many ignorant people, eh? Let's find out more. Investigate him again. His past. Director, we have a problem. Professor Blackwell, explain the situation. Hello, Director. One of my assistants disappeared yesterday. I alerted security immediately, but they found nothing. I think it was a kidnapping. Not anymore. We investigated the assistant. Their address was a fake. As fake as their identity. He was a spy. Interpol has no idea of the spy's true identity. In other words, this wasn't a spy working for a foreign power. Then who were they working for? A company. If a company were in control of Sigma neuroscience discoveries, it would be a disaster. It's a problem, Director. Here's a picture of the spy. The code name will be Daedalus. Thank you for this information. My agents will be able to identify this spy. They're somewhere out there, probably in a Sigma lab, trying to steal new technologies. Find them, exfiltrate them, interrogate them, and identify their employers. If even private entities are now standing against us, the situation is going to get very complicated. How should we find him? Director, their scientist is very well protected. I wasn't able to gain any intel, and I think they're onto me. Alert level has raised. Ooh, no. Okay. Alright. Professor Higgs. Let's see what we can do with him. We could abduct him. He's a charlatan. Makes him less effective. Without ties, holding him down. Misandrous, wary of men. Corruptible. Nye Higgs. Okay. Can we seduce? I mean, we could maybe. We'll try that. Oh, we could bribe him. I mean, he's corruptible. Be honest, that's against this. Convert ideologically. No, nah. We can seduce him. Okay, I'll try to seduce them. I'll let you know the results in 2 days. Yeah. Days and nights. Days and nights. What about you? Hack? No. We'll try again. You're still working? Find Agent Daedalus. It's out there in a Sigma laboratory. Find and exfiltrate the spy. Actually, maybe that's the one we haven't found yet. No. Oh, they have no mission. Okay. All right. We have Otto von Lösner. What can we do with him? We can investigate him again. That's what we have to do. You should travel onwards. Need to find Agent Daedalus. Arrived in Washington. Meeting with Diana Kirkpatrick. Director, my country's leaders send their regards. So she's ignorant and compassionate. What would we say? We're the only ones who can stand up to the ones who are the real power behind the throne. First, thank you for making time in your busy schedule for me. Fine. Get to the point. Oh, she doesn't like that? Okay. What exactly do you want? Acquire a scientist? Access to your research. Improve relations. improve relations. All we want is peace. Why are you offering in exchange? Give them one of your scientists. Grant access to our research. Recall surveillance drone. Recall surveillance drone. Outstanding. The agreement with the United Kingdom has been concluded. Relationship has improved. Surveillance drone has been recalled. Okay. We need to find someone. Maybe here. There's a military operation underway. Maybe we can stop that. I also thought maybe we could... Yeah, we have to send him over here. We cannot do that, apparently. I'll send you to Germany. Can we maybe go to France? Not really. India. Everywhere no weapons allowed, really? Yeah, we need to go back to Germany. There's no use. We found scientists. Let's identify them. Find and exfiltrate the spy. I've got all the intel we need on the scientist Fiona Jordan. That's great. I wasn't able to seduce Professor Higgs, and I think people are suspicious. Oh, that's terrible. Director, bad news, I'm afraid. France has completed the project codenamed Lightning. We do our best to reverse engineer the results, which should accelerate our research, but it is sensible to conclude that these discoveries will be used against us. Understood. And lightning enhanced agents. This bio-augmentation gives its agents superior physical abilities. We can expect that in their field operations may become more confrontational. Understood. Professor Bard, scientist. Director, I've got a problem. A journalist called me about some experiments I carried out in the past. Experiments that weren't entirely ethical. I can't concentrate because I'm worrying about this article being published. I'll take care of it. Thank you. The doomsday clock has moved forward by 1 minute. Oh. Now how do we find that journalist? Diplomats. Oh, Susan Harris. What has happened here? Why is this red? Maybe because Diana Kirkpatrick is so alerted. So that kind of didn't work out. Okay. We'll do something again. Maybe Professor Jordan. Woman, man. Misogynistic. Corruptible. Will require an exfiltration. Will you seduce her? So okay, we're not gonna get Higgs, or do we? Ah, we now know his preference is men. Oh goodness me. Yeah, no way. We have to send someone else in. As far should travel to Germany. Help out there. Progress is okay. Let's see about the doomsday clock, eh? Otto von Lösner. Oh, let's try and locate more scientists there. Should be able to. Fiona Jordan agrees to join our Sigma division. From now on, they'll work as a double agent for us. Great, great, great. Good stuff. So we have her here now. Scientists. Allegiance United States. Location United Kingdom. And we have this guy. Let's see what we can do with him. So she's a double agent. What can we do? Do something with Professor Jordan. What to exfiltrate her? Yeah, let's try to do that. Oh. Maybe it wasn't the best of things. Operation Apocalyptic Marriage. Needs to exfiltrate Professor Jordan from the United Kingdom. We have no support available. Let's start. A picture must be being circulated. I was just stopped by a plainclothes officer that I had to neutralize. It wasn't quiet. Understood. I just neutralized the pursuer who was on my tail. Got blood on my clothes. I'm behind a hotel where I can get changed. Do it. I didn't find anything and the fresh blood on me drew suspicion. They called the police. I saw a patrol racing towards me and I crossed the street to avoid them. Just as the car arrived, I wasn't fast enough. Understood. Oh. I'm in the subway. There's guards moving through the train and they're checking passengers, looking for me. The civilians? Neutralize them? No, we've had enough. Pull the passenger alarm and get off the train. Got turned around in the tunnels and I crossed paths with a patrol. I eluded them. I'm back at the street level, proceeding with the mission as planned. I'm walking past large office buildings. Looks like a computer company. Going through the building could save time, but it looks like everything is locked down. Pretend to be an employee. You'll find a way through. I couldn't get past security. I've wasted precious time. Delivery truck is parked up next to me, and the keys are in the ignition. This is a great opportunity to save some time. Yeah. Truck's a bad idea in these small streets, and I think the police are after me. I need to abandon the vehicle. This is terrible. It's a long story, but the police officer thought I was suspicious. Now I'm in the back of his car on the way to the police station. He hasn't discovered my real identity yet. It's tough to break. Get away by force. He's tough. He put up a good fight and called reinforcements, but I got away. Max alert. There's a lot of them. I'm being surrounded. Neutralize them. Flee. Intellect and strength. And eel. Yeah, let's do that. Oh. Tiger was intercepted by the authorities and is currently being interrogated. We thwarted your operation and detained your agent. I'm sure your diplomatic service will want to make contact with us as soon as possible. Oh, we were so unlucky with the last thing. Oh well. Never said that the game was easy. I told you I would fail a little bit, because this is a really hard game. It's also an interesting game, but there we go. Let's see. Could we meet with him? That's the question. Try to investigate again. Got this guy ready. Can you also locate scientist? Request a meeting. Look at France and China, what they're doing. Oliver Lösner is really formal and ignorant. Alert level. Has raised... Oh, goodness me. Bad news. China has completed the project codenamed Solar Network. We'll do our best to reverse engineer the results, which should accelerate our research. But it's sensible to conclude these discoveries will be used against us. It offers the world a non-polluting, renewable energy source that benefits everyone. A global transition to a green economy has begun. While this is good news for mankind, it seems that our nation is at the end of the queue to be linked up with a new solar network grid. This will mean that our research will progress somewhat slower than our competitors for the foreseeable future. Hey there, Diana. Director, my country's leaders send their regards. How's your research going? I'm not eager to admit it, but I'm in a bad spot. I need your help. She's compassionate. Everything is possible, but if I scratch your back, you need to scratch me. What exactly do you want? How can we return the agent? Hand over the agent you're holding. What are you offering in exchange? An economic advantage. Not good enough, apparently. Apparently not good enough. So she needs to leave here anyways. We're not making any progress here. It's totally frustrating. We'll go to Turkey. Arrived in London. I await your orders. Joe, I hate to say this, but I need you. We're negotiating an energy agreement with Japan, and we would like to have Professor Blackwell with us. Their expertise will support our arguments and help us obtain the best possible agreement. We would need them with us next week. It's fine. Thank you, Joe. It will really help. Professor Blackwell is refusing to work. What? Director, Covasis Pharmaceuticals Corporation is an influential group that is very interested in your Sigma research in the health field. These discoveries will revolutionize the pharmaceutical industry, and world demographics will be at your side to receive the greatest financial and ethical benefits. We want to work with you. Every time you make progress in our sector, we'll reward you with greater means to achieve your goals. We appreciate any advances, whether issuing from your own laboratories or acquired through less scrupulous means. All right, all right. Not that we have any successes there. We haven't been able to locate any scientists there. We're going to Turkey as well. Can we do something with Tiger? We want to locate him. Progress is going bad. Joe, we're in the midst of a global crisis, but I've noticed that you do everything you can to ensure that our professional responsibilities and tensions do not affect our relationship. More than that, the more I work with you, the more your choices and support show me that you were the person missing from my life. Thank you for everything. I love you. I love you too, Thea. That's the last thing we'll have, right? Hopefully we can flee to Germany after this failed campaign. All right. Going nicely. They're flying. He's in jail. We'll continue. What country will be next? Progress is going well. Our sources report that Tiger is being interrogated by enemy intelligence services. It's only a matter of time before our security is compromised. No one holds out forever. I located where our agent is, and I have all the data to prepare for their escape. Oh, that's good. Director, bad news. The United Kingdom has panacea. We'll do our best to reverse engineer their results. Okay. I was able to synthesize a universal drug against cancer. Despite the global tension, our enemies have done a brilliant job of persuading many members of the scientific community to work for them. Yeah, it seems like it. Now, Tiger. Try to exfiltrate him. We'll see if we're better now for this. Here we go. We've got no help. Good luck. Alert level is high, but not as high. I'm in a covered area that must be used as some kind of storage. This place has no exits. There's a window, but it is very small. Highly effective. Try to get through. I can't get through, and a nail has gone through my hand. I need to turn back. Oh, great. I'm in a subway car, but the authorities got on at the end of the train at the last second. They're coming. Yeah, I lose them. I'm going to fight. What? You're kind of pacifist, right? 5 agents on me. They're close. Flee. Very risky. But we're an eel. Neutralize. Risky. Non-lethal manner. We're black belt. Eliminate. Risky. I will try to neutralize them. I launched an attack, but I didn't eliminate them all. I took a hit. Neutralize them again. Dealt with the threat without any issues. Yeah. Black belt. I've arrived at the luxury hotel from the briefing. The rear exit is manned by police who seem to be guarding a VIP. I'm going to have to find another route. There's a parking garage adjacent. Go that way. Tried to steal a car, but I tripped the alarm and I had to go out on foot. So much for being discreet. Oh. It's a long story, but a police officer thought I was suspicious. Now I'm in the back of his car. On the way to the police station. He hasn't discovered my real identity. Get away by force. It's done. I've knocked him out. Cold when we stopped and I got out. Can we abort this? Dangerous, dangerous, dangerous. There's too many to count. Flee! I'm in the subway. There's guards moving through the train and they're checking passengers looking for me, I think. They're civilians. Neutralize them discreetly, non-lethally. It's done, but I wasn't exactly discreet. I'm getting off at the next stop. I'm passing by a hospital emergency room. I could make a detour and see if there's something I could use to patch myself up. Yeah. See to those wounds. Found an unattended room and helped myself to some first aid. I'm back on the mission. There's a squad of soldiers and a special agent on me. Neutralize them? No, we must flee. Okay. They've caught us. Apparently it's extremely dangerous. So, about this. Okay, so this is the game. In theory, on my first try, this game was a lot easier. I got some scientists over. I still lost the game. But, yeah, it's a very interesting game. And I'm sure you can win it some way. Just not today. It seems the story mode is a good bit harder too. So, there's that. We've been a lot of times very unsuccessful. Something that I have not experienced in that way before in my former tries. I hope it was at least showing what you can do. I mean, we nearly got an agent out of this. But now everyone's sitting in the United Kingdom in jail. And I think I'll go not to jail, but go to bed and leave you with this impression of a very interesting game. And you see that the United States at this moment are probably not in a good position to save the world. I dare to say this is already hopeless. So thank you for watching and happy gaming to you. This is Immanuel Can signing out. Have a great time until then and happy gaming. Oh my god, the United Kingdom hates us. They hate us with a passion. See you soon.